The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
One step from playing in the AFC title game. This divisional round contest is on. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air. It's Levis. That's complete. David Njoku. Into the red zone. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. As the hook up again to Njoku. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away. David Njoku, the touchdown. Later adds the PAT. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. The first carry now, Brashon Smith. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It's the rookie out of UCLA, Brock. Carson Swersinger making his stop.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the pistol, Smith. Good pickup, but he's denied that 1st down. The stop comes at the 32-yard line.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Rodgers off the play action. Gets across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now. They need 7. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those types of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down now, Rodgers. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Levis to the air now. Short pass brought in. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
49,000. Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Levis. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Like 54, like 54.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Levis, yet again. He finds Njoku, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On 3rd down, we'll go with Sampson. Has some room to work. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Levis, the sneak. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Mike 13. Mike 13.
So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big moment here in this divisional round game, Bronk, as they line up for 3rd and goal.
Mike 90. Mike 90.
Sampson. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Browns get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Wilson with a return here. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. From the 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Rodgers. He throws a bullet to the center of the field.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
the incompletion. Still at the 38. It's 2nd and 10.
319. 26.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He's looking deep once again. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. A pistol snap. Rodgers throwing the out route complete. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
319. 319.
Here's a toss running left. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, that have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Rodgers from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. And motion him out of the backfield left. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Like 90.
Levis setting to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
It's nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Like 49.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the gun, Levis. His ball's cut by Palmer. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
At the 41-yard line.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. The Browns with the lead here from Huntington Bank Field. So first down from the 41.
Like 13, like 13. 13. Tracy.
Sampson from the pistol. His push straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. All down by the first rounder out of Oregon, Derek Harmon.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Like 90, like 90.
Looking to throw, Levis. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Prater adds the PAT. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
Browns 21. Steelers 7.
Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Wilson with the return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
88.
Slot receivers headed left. Rodgers throwing again on 2nd. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you can't get the pick, at least make sure a catch isn't made. That's the job of every defender out there. And he made sure that one wasn't completed.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. 18. Jump out.
To the air on 3rd and long. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Wait 22, Rita. Knock down, 49, Rita. What?
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. He doesn't get close to breaking even on this play, Brock. Out of bounds, well behind the line. Second and long coming up. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Levis now off the play fake. On target here to Njoku. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left at this half.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Throwing now on first down. Levis has the hook up again to Njoku. They'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Second and 6 at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Shotgun now for Levis. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 3.
3rd and 2. Levis. He has the first over the middle. And this takes him down to the 10. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
For a Browns first down. First down.
And again, it's Levis. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get more points to end a lopsided first half. Prater on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21.
Steelers 7.
See if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. Spotting our AFC Championship on the line. Wilson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And the Steelers have the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So first down from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Trade.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. I'll air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Like 54!
Levis here on first down. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Complete to Mims. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
454, like 54. 18, touch.
The toss here to Sampson. And he's caught after a game of about 2. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
49 down, 22 read. Like 0.
Now Levis. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns push their lead further to start the half. Later on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns grow their lead yet again.
Steelers 7.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Wilson with a return here. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Blitz coming for Rodgers. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25. For another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Rodgers off the play action. Pass caught, 9-yard line. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. To the left side, wheeled in by Wilson. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, like 13. Like 13. Hey, 19.
Levis to the air now. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Gain of 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They'll get to Sampson here up the middle. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Matt Prater on for the field goal try. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Legette with a return here. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Play action here with Rodgers. He puts some juice on it. He's got it at the 30. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start the read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
Hey, check 26.
First down. Here's Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Offense in the hurry up here. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. He finds him right side. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers putting up points in a game decided. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing as much as it...
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
Down by 3 scores. Their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 18.
Shotgun now for Levis. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Browns are lining up to punt. Brings it in at the 12. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. It can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. He beams one deep right side. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
On, right 49.
Hand off to Sampson. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Hold on, like 90.
Handing off here to Sampson. And a big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings them to 1st and goal.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Like 5-4. Ahead.
Going power with the big tight end. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Browns put up even more points in a win. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Browns continue piling onto this lead.
Steelers 20.
Have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. He gets with a return here. And the coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
58! Jump out! Take 30!
To throw, Rodgers. He's loaded another one up. That one's tipped and intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. We get the return out across the 30 before he goes out.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.